Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Come on, baby. Let's go!
Sam, blue line.
Mike 50.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a give. Right side, it's Geis. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That's the way to hit.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked them, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're as shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Let's go.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
You got nothing.
Throwing is Mariota. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Again, it's Mariota. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Mike 51.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor, and he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Single.
43! 43!
He wants the mic. Protein spill. 51's the mic, boys. 51.
Mahomes now to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
Yellow, yellow! 180!
All day, baby, all day.
On 1st down, Mahomes. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Second and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Strip that ball.
Now it's Mahomes again. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
180!
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Spins past him. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Boy, the run on first down a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
Hey, Ribley.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line.
Watch the slant.
On first down, it's Taylor. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Kill.
Hey, Ribley.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here.
Under 10.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Yellow.
Mike, Haywood. Mike, 51. Hey, keep
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Kelce, the intended receiver there.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here we go.
Following the interception here, Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
That's it, baby.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Geis.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Set, blue 18. You must be getting tired of seeing me. One. Hey, check.
Now Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Set, 180. We got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
A first down throw for Mariota. Got a man. It's Brown. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Set, blue 80. Hey.
On first and 10, here's Mariota.
I'm here all day.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Mariota. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a first and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Watch the pass.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Yeah, that's what I do. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Let's go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Alert. 3 down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be taken in at the 1.
I'm all over you.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Come on now.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Mahomes now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Pringle.
Oh, yeah.
Right. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Taylor. Kendall Beckwith on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Let's go, baby. Hey, 57 color, 57 color.
Check. Deuce. Check nickel.
Yellow.
From the 36, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check, go get him, go get him, go get him. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Now Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Well, they do get 5 there, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And Butker able to put this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
On 1st down, this is Geis. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. Nothing too fancy there, a simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you were onto something.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. This is Geis. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Here's Mariota. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Yep. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
57 color, 57 color.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes.
Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 77 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Yellow.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, let's go. Let's come.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Taylor, and he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Let's go on, Eddie.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, complete. The tight end, Kelsey. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Butker's kick here is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota completes it to Davis. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Here we go.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Joker. He's coming. Topper.
Check 13. Check 13.
Mariota. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Able to find his running back, Geis. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within one score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts, but without that third one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Space to maneuver at the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Check 24, check 24.
Watch the safety creep.
Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now, this will be caught by Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Chiefs, they move back over 500 now at 6-5, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.